Hello, hello, successful soul. Today we are talking about one of my favorite topics, money. Moolah, baby. Okay, so anyway, no, I love money. I do. Money is so important. Money really acts as such a tool for us to understand growth, to measure success, and to really put forth our higher callings, our desires here into the physical. Now, here's the thing. It's funny because the other day I was watching The Muppet Show. I'm going rogue on this one, baby. Okay, so I'm watching The Muppet Show with my children, and I was like, man, I used to watch this when I was a kid. But it was interesting. The episodes were so old. Like, I didn't even know who any of the celebrities were. And, my mom and I were joking around, like, you didn't make it unless you were on Sesame Street, unless you were on The Muppet Show, right? But I didn't know a lot of the celebrities. So I wanted to find one where I knew who it was. And I found one with Johnny Cash. I'm watching him on The Muppet Show, and I'm like, wow, this thing definitely could not be aired today, first of all. Second of all, it was just interesting to see him, dealing with Kermit the Frog and Fonzie Bear and Gonzo, and it was just silly to watch. And my kids were watching it with me, and this guy made a funny joke, and he said, Kermit, I need more cash. And obviously he was referring to Johnny Cash, but my little redhead next to me, I'm just saying, my little cutie pie, my son, McKinley, I don't know why I just called him that there. Anyway, he was like, oh, mommy, he doesn't need more cash. He needs more love. And I'm like, yes, but no. And he's like, what do you mean? Because here's the thing. You don't need money or love. You can have money and love. You're allowed to have it all. You're allowed to have both. And here's the thing. Love is so important. It truly is. But we cannot build hospitals with love, and we can't build, churches with love. We can't necessarily go and purchase the things, the food, to take care of the ones that I love with love. We need to use money. Money is an energy. You've heard that, but what do we mean? What's so interesting about money is that most of us don't even actually use paper bill cash, right? Like, when's the last time you paid your mortgage and you actually had cash? Or if you have a mentor, you usually are wiring money. It's digital numbers floating out there. Money is not just a measure of things, but it's also a way to have you stay committed. Your pricing is your positioning. You heard me say that before. What does that mean? It means when you have people working with you, you're a top tier because you want to find people and attract people who are committed to working with you. Why? Because that's where you get your testimonials. 2, that's where you get your results. But also 3, this is why you're doing this. To create an impact. You need your clients to have results. Your success is their success. Their success is your reputation, right? So it's important that we use money as an exchange. The thing about money, though, is it's an energy. So, okay, you're right, Cynthia. You know what? I do have some cash, but I hardly use it. So most of this is just an energy that I put out there. It's just like love. Love is an energy. And it's one we seem to understand more because it's not tangible. But think about it. Money, you hardly even use the actual tangible aspect of it, cash. It's an energy. It's an energy. So let's start playing with the energy of money. Now, I'm super excited because as you're listening to this episode today, I'm also hosting a very special workshop. So after you listen to this, come and join me. It starts at noon Eastern Standard Time today on July 5th. If you catch the replay of this podcast, know that it's going to be up for about a week, okay? So make sure you come and hit me up on Facebook. Find me, Cynthia Stant, or my team member, Karina, Cynthia Team. She's here to support you, get you in there. You can always contact info@cynthiastant.com too, where we're going to go super in depth, all about mastering money. This is something that I love talking about, again, because this is what helps us to really have our desires come and how we make an impact. In order to be able to give to others, you need to learn how to be good at receiving, right? And so obviously you want to give love, gifts, support, charity, but you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself first. Just like the airplane, right? Like, make sure you take care of yourself before helping the person next to you. Well, same thing with money. In order to really give and serve to others, you need to know how to constantly receive for yourself. And I want to be able to help you with that. But today on this podcast episode, we're going to talk about the energy of money. So, okay, we understand, yes, it can be a tangible thing, but it's not necessarily. So what's fun is, if you're watching the video of this, again, check me out on YouTube, Cynthia Stant. All of these podcasts are actually recorded on video. So if you like video better, there you go. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, all the resources under Spiritual Success, right? Make sure you follow and subscribe. And if you do, just so you know, if you leave an honest review, 2-3 sentences, we are gifting away my guided meditation, the Successful Soul System for Ultimate Manifestation. All you have to do is send that in again to my team member, Karina, at Cynthia Team inside the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group, or you can send it to info@cynthiastant.com and we'll gift you that $150 value guided meditation. Anyway, so what is interesting is I have a pen in my hand right now. So if you're listening on the podcast, you can just imagine. If I let the pen go, what's going to happen? Is it going to just float away? No. How did you know that? Gravity. The thing about gravity is that you cannot see gravity, but you see how it affects everything around you, right? So you can see how the pen is affected and how it falls, but gravity itself you cannot see. Well, gravity, it's a gravitational force. It's an energy. So just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. So let's actually start seeing it. What do you mean, Cynthia? I want you to play with your imagination, y'all. Oh, this again? Yes. Because if you can dream it, you can do it. If you can see it in your mind, it's real. How else are you witnessing it? So when it comes to manifestation and when it comes to working with anything in the physical and bringing it here, we must first play with the spiritual realm, bring it into our mental realm, feed it, let it grow. Starve the doubt, feed your inner feminine beast, feed and focus. Focus creates momentum. So really play with the things in your mind so that you can bring them down here into the physical. Because remember, physical is the last form of manifestation. So if we want to bring money physically here, cash, we need to master how to do it in our mind. What I would like for you to do is feel the energy of money. Yeah. What does money look like if you were to see it, energetically speaking? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? How does it make you feel? What is that like? And also, how does it want to be treated? Let's make the energy of money like a real thing. For me, I'm going to tell you that when I picture the energy of money, it's like this gooey fun blob. Like it's this like ever expanding energy that is rose gold, and it shimmers and bubbles like champagne. It smells like Gucci perfume, bamboo, my favorite. And it feels crisp, cool, like an autumn evening. I know the energy of money and I feel the energy of money, because if I can be in the energy of money, I will attract more of the energy of money. So I make sure when I'm experiencing luxury, when I'm experiencing wealth, when I'm experiencing winds of money, I assign that energy and feeling to it. So that whenever I am feeling a loss or I'm feeling doubt, I just click and bring that energy to me. And by the law of attraction, by the law of vibration, it attracts that same vibration. I assign the feeling. I assign the vibe of it, and I remain in it. Through consistency and repetition is the key to success. I stay in the energy of money because I'm very in tune and aware of the energy of money. Do you see what we're doing here? We're playing, we're having fun. We're using the mental realm to bring things into the physical. Use your mind to feed your beast, starve your doubts, and play with the magic that you have within you. Bring it here into the physical. So the last thing I want to say, because I'm really going to talk about this a ton in today's workshop, is the relationship of money. The relationship of money. Everything in life is a relationship. Obviously, your relationships are relationships, but even like your body, you have a relationship with it. Money, you have a relationship with it. Ooh, it is storming here in Florida. Go figure, every day, every day. But the thing is, you have a relationship with money. How do you treat money? Does money want to give you a big hug and kiss right now, or is it a little disappointed with how you're treating it? I'm excited to deep dive in this with you, and I really want to invite you to come and join me. I'm gonna leave the link here in the podcast so that you can come and find the special group that we're in. There's a special pop-up group for this event, okay? So make sure you come and find us, join us, really understand what your money blueprint is, understand what your mindset is about money, understand how to embody the energy of money, and really make sure that we are being supportive, that we're open to receiving, and that we understand if we're going to fully give, we need to be really amazing at receiving, and you are worthy and absolutely, absolutely magical. Like, you can change things so quickly. Now, as a woman who was completely bankrupt with less than $200, within a year I became a multi-seven-figure top sales producer. I also am a woman who was fired from her top executive position as a multi-six-figure earner, and within 4 months later started my own company and hit six figures, multi-six figures in 6 months. And then within my 9th month I had a $70,000 cash month, because I've understand how to master money, and it's going to keep growing and getting bigger, and with flow and ease, money shows up to me. It comes to me, it flows through me, because I understand the energy and the relationship of money. So I want you to become conscious of your consciousness. I want you to become aware. I want you to break the loops, and I really want you to build a strong foundation so that we can build this empire. You're the CEO not only of your business, but the CEO of your life. And you, by choosing and deciding to be willing and vulnerable and learn information that leads to transformation, you're going to have success. I want to really talk a little bit too real quick. Get ready. This is going to be a lot different than what you're used to. This is not mastering, the money mindset. This is embodiment work that we're talking about. This is the difference maker. What most people aren't talking about. So come hang out with me again today. It's July 5th. And now if you are somebody who catches this way, way, way later, well, you have to be ready for the next one. You have to, that's why it's so cool to listen to these lives, to make sure that you're subscribed so that you're keeping updated with all of the amazing workshop masterclasses that we focus live. A lot of these videos we take down because I really want you to be accountable, and I want you to make sure that you're showing up and really being there to participate fully and committed. So just want to remind you, this is happening this week only. I'm glad you caught the podcast. And in the meantime, acknowledge it. Acknowledge that your past is just a story. It does not define you. Embrace every opportunity to grow and to learn. But most importantly, when you get information, do something about it. Create transformation by seeing it through. Hey, successful soul. Before you head to the next episode of Spiritual Success, be sure to come join me and other like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals in my Facebook group called Spiritual Success Sorority. Everyone is welcome. And if you're loving the show, you're going to love the group even more. There, I'll be engaging with you weekly in live shows, listening to your input for new weekly topics, and hosting exclusive workshops for members only. So if you're looking to really up-level your financial and personal success, meet me on over in the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. See you on the inside.